Let's head to the kitchen for another recipe, this time sourdough breakfast pizza. Let's go. For the sourdough breakfast pizza, we're going to be using some of that locally made raw Colby, some of our own smoked bacon processed by a local butcher shop, and some fresh eggs. And of course, the star of the pizza is the sourdough. This is my sourdough starter. During lockdown, in the pandemic, having a sourdough starter was like all the rage. And yes, I was sucked in, and I'm so glad I was, because this has been so fun to get to know and create with it and develop recipes. So we're going to show today how to do this breakfast pizza, and you can make this pizza into breakfast, lunch, whatever. So I'm starting off again with a really hot cast iron skillet that I have put about a tablespoon of grass-fed butter in. You want to have something that will allow the sourdough to release. So we're going to take, this is a sourdough that has been fed, and I had it in the fridge. I'm going to take a little bit, like more than a heaping cup, quarter cup that is, of sourdough starter. And I'm going to put it right in the middle of the pan. And I'm just going to kind of use the cup to even it out in the pan. I mean, this is a free form, so it doesn't really matter as long as you cook it evenly, and you don't want one side thicker than the other. And it's super, super goopy, which is great. That's how your starter should be. So we're gonna let that go and go ahead and cook. Don't want any holes. And if you'd like to know about how to start your own sourdough from scratch, leave a comment down below and we can do a video on that. So we're gonna let this go. I'm gonna turn the heat up to about medium. This is a gas stove. Everybody's stoves are different. And to this, we are going to add some salt, just a pinch of Himalayan pink salt, and some black pepper, just a few shakes. And I'll see you when it's cooked. So the next step in the process is to add just a little bit more butter to the pan. Again, our pork products are on the leaner side, so we're gonna whoosh that around. And to the pan, we are going to add the bacon. And we're gonna cook that up. Oh my gosh, I wish we could have smell-o-vision. It smells wonderful. And I'm doing this on medium heat. And this is smoked, so it has a nice flavor. And I'm gonna get a little bit of brown crispies on it. It adds a nice texture and flavor to the pizza. So just cook this until it's your doneness that you like. So once we remove the cooked bacon from the pan, you can see, get a different angle, there's some residual bacon fat and a little bit of that butter left. So now we are going to add the eggs. And you can cook the eggs however you want. I'm just going to scramble them up today. You can put any kind of eggs you want on top of this pizza. You can do fried, you can do scrambled. I am also going to add a little bit of seasoning, so salt and pepper. We're going to cook these until they're done. It's really quick when you have a hot stove and a hot skillet. So you just want to cook those until they're done. So assembly, after everything is cooked, your sourdough, your bacon, and your eggs, there really is no right or wrong way to assemble this. So I'll just show you what I normally do. So I put the cooked sourdough, let's call it crust, back in the pan, and to the pan I will now add the eggs. I'm going to chop them up a little bit. Again, there is no right or wrong way to do this. You can put it on however you want. You can put everything on at one time. Doesn't matter, no rules. And we're gonna do the bacon on top. And then after that, scratch it out of the way, we're gonna do our cheese and just put that over the top. You can hear that sizzle in that hot pan. And at this point, you can leave the heat on or turn it off and just let it melt. You can also put something over the top to help the cheese melt. And here is the finished sourdough breakfast pizza. So I put a lid on it and let it melt. And this will be, for my husband anyway, a single serve. So let us know in the comments down below if you try it, if you have questions, if you want to see how to make your own sourdough starter from scratch or anything else. Tell us down below. Talk soon.